Hi friends, I hope you're well on this day. You know, I'm working as part of kind of a think tank for the United Methodist Church, thinking about what church might be in the next generation. And it is made up of people who have gathered from all over the country. And today in our meeting, we listened to the voice of the person who is the director of religious life at the University of Southern California. And he was talking today about changes that he has noticed in students over the 10 years or so that he's been in that position. It was not good news. He said students have gone from feeling hopeful about their lives to feeling hopeless. He said instead of talking to chaplains about what is the meaning of their lives, they talk about a feeling of meaninglessness. And instead of asking, how should I live, that a really large percentage of those students are asking, why should I live? That in fact, the incidence of depression and anxiety and even suicidal thoughts has increased in college students significantly over these last several years, and particularly now in light of the pandemic. And I imagine that is true. Those things that are true of 18 to 22-year-olds are also true of many people of every age in this pandemic time. This is a hard time, and a lot of people are struggling through it. And if you are, know that you are not alone. I feel it too sometimes. Everyone does. It has always been a way of healing from those feelings of discouragement and depression and even despair, to go out and do something for someone else. That's what we do next week. You have hundreds of opportunities to go out and spend at least a few hours next week doing something for someone else, serving someone in our community. And I guarantee you will finish that experience feeling better about your own life too. So if you haven't signed up for a Compassion Week project yet, go to the website, compassionweeklossaltos.org, and do that now. And maybe even sign up for more than one project, because there are a lot. Lots of help is needed, but even more importantly, helping, serving someone else will make your life better, as it is making other people's lives better. But I also want to offer you another opportunity if you are feeling the weight of this time. Beginning the week of October 12th, we are offering 3 new groups that are for many people who are feeling the discouragement of this season. One is a group for people who have lost a person to death, someone you love, and you know you are going through grief. There's a group that is scheduled for Sunday afternoons that is specifically for those. It will be a small group. It will have a curriculum. We will deal directly with some really good wisdom about how to get through grief gracefully. There's a second group on Thursday evenings that is for anyone who is feeling something like grief, but it might be a different kind of loss. It could be a divorce or the loss of some other kind of relationship, perhaps the loss of a job, perhaps just the feeling of this season that feels like grief to you. And if it describes you in any way, you are welcome to join this group and work through the process of grief that I can guess might have value for you too. And then there's a third group that Pastor Jong is leading that is Pastor Jong with Susie Buckholz, a psychologist who's a member of our congregation, just on skills for coping with the depression and anxiety and isolation of this season. So watch on this email and elsewhere for details about those 3 groups, as well as registration information. And think about whether any one of those 3 might have value for you. Know that it is okay to say out loud what it is you are feeling in this season. And there are ways we can help one another through it. So don't be afraid or ashamed or too proud to ask. We need each other. Take good care.